So, as expected, Donald Trump is acting like a crazy person. Again, doing a press conference this morning with the Secretary of Transportation, who I would note is only famous because he was on fucking Real World. And he became a congressman after that because he was on Real World. He has no experience in the transportation industry, so why he's the Secretary of Transportation, no one knows. So Trump immediately goes on and on about DEI. JD Vance comes out and goes on about DEI. For some reason, the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, out there, and he's going on about DEI. They all blame it on DEI. Trump literally said that they don't have any facts right now. They don't really know what caused it. But they do have some opinions of what caused it. They're going to opine about them right now. 60-something people died, and the President of the United States is going out there half-cocked with no idea what he's talking about, just blathering like a fucking idiot about DEI. DEI caused it. He was asked by Caitlin Collins of CNN, is it appropriate to get ahead of the facts and like claim it's DEI when you don't really know what caused it? And Trump said, no, I don't think it's inappropriate at all. And then he said, that was a stupid question that you asked. Not very surprising coming from you. This is the kind of insanity we're dealing with, guys. This is not normal. It's not normal way to run an organization. This is definitely not normal way to run a country. This is vile coming from a president of the United States. The president is the president of all people. He's not just the president of the MAGA people, but Trump is just the president of the MAGA people. He doesn't give a shit about you. He doesn't give a shit about the people who died on the plane. He doesn't give a shit about the families of the people that died on the plane, because you wouldn't go out there half-cocked and start talking about DEI. DEI, DEI, DEI. Another reporter asked him, hey, is it appropriate for you to claim it's DEI when you don't really have any evidence? What evidence do you have that it's DEI that caused this? And Trump said, what evidence do I have? I have common sense. Like a lot of people don't. And then he went into a 2-minute rant about how the election was stolen from him. And he was improving air traffic control before the election was stolen from him, and that's what caused it. And then he went on and he said, Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg from the last administration, the Biden administration, he went on and said, oh, he's got a good line of bullshit. You know, these Christian people who so fucking love Trump are not concerned when he goes out there and he curses all the time and he acts like a child. This is insane, guys. The President of the United States is out there with no information whatsoever, telling the world at a press conference with his scumbag Vice President JD Vance that DEI caused this. Normal, sane people who aren't vile, evil ghouls do not go out after a tragedy and speak to facts that they do not have. They just don't, guys. It's another disgusting display of the Trump administration and Trump's just ghoulish, gross, disgusting behavior. The way he acts is the sort of way you would tell your children not to act. Do never act like Donald Trump, child. If you had a child, you would say, do not act like him. It's just so depressing. And the poor people the families out there who lost loved ones, they got to wake up after this tragedy, after they lost a loved one on a horrific plane crash. And they have to wake up in the morning and see the President of the United States screaming in his front yard like an old man with no facts, admitting he doesn't know what happened. He doesn't have the facts. He's just making stuff up. He's just guessing, opining. It must be DEI. Diversity is killing everyone. DEI. And then they try to say something about someone said the Black Hawk helicopter maybe was a black woman or something like that. I saw some very prominent Republican on Twitter say that. It's just disgusting beyond belief. And at this point, if you support Trump still, what's wrong with your brain? This is insanity, and we cannot do this for 4 years. We are fucking doomed if this is going to happen for 4 years, guys. That's all. I'll have more later. More opinions. At least I'll try to get some facts before I just start opining on stuff. And also, I'm not the president, so... All right, see you next time, guys.